Hello, welcome to Football Tenable, the series in which you're looking for 10 different things from a football-related category. And today we're joined by James. How you doing, mate?
I'm very well, mate. I do love a good quiz time, even though I'm really bad at it.
I wouldn't say you're that bad. I'd say you're like the absolute average.
Thanks. What a compliment.
I've had worse people on the channel. It's good for the viewers because then they can all resonate with you.
Yeah, that's true. I'm the people's person, you know? I represent the people.
Yeah, exactly. Would you like to go first or second, James?
I'll go first, mate.
Okay. And what I'd like you to name me, James, are 10 African players to play for Arsenal.
Ooh, I'll get my whiteboard out. No,
Yep.
It shouldn't take me too long. We've got Thomas Partey currently playing.
There we go. Ghana. Be a good start, that is.
Rob Kanu. Not Robson. I was going to say Robson again. I keep saying Robson because it's the one that comes to mind. It's the Nwankwo. That's the one.
Yeah, Kanu. There we go.
Kanu.
From Nigeria. 6'5" or something.
Nicholas Pepe.
Nicholas Pepe. All-time Arsenal transfer fee is tenable.
Horrendous transfer that was.
He was a Unai Emery signing, wasn't he?
Believe he was, yeah.
Yeah.
Sticking with the Ivory Coast, mate, we've got Gervinho and his big forehead.
The forehead. The man. The myth. The legend.
Trying to think. Because actually, a lot of our, like, quote-unquote African players are all actually French.
Yeah, because, like, Vieira could have been Senegalese, but he went to
and especially because, like,
France.
just France had a lot of colonies, so then they just... It's in the same way.
Yeah.
What other... Like, you just, like, if you look at the French national team, there are not very many white French players. There are a lot of, you know, African colonies that have become French. I don't think we've got any more in the squad currently.
There's definitely 10 doable, but it's like those older ones that are like maybe like 2015, Wenger's era.
Yeah. Wait, maybe if I go by the countries instead, because Ivory Coast, I've said Gervinho, I said Pepe. I feel like there must be another one somewhere. I can't even guess because I know what nations people are, and if I think of a player, I know what nation it is, and I know it's not in Africa, so I can't even like take stabs at it. Oh, I could just say wrong things, but I couldn't take an actual guess.
Yep.
Oh, mate, this is pain. What other countries are there? The big countries in Africa. We've got Ivory Coast. We've got Ghana.
Also, you're missing quite a big one.
Oh, Aubameyang.
There we go. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang
But
is
the thing is,
tenable.
he was also French. I swear he was French
yeah.
and changed, right?
I think so, something like that. Anyway,
Absolute, mate, he's just a snake through and through. What can I say?
can you think of any other snakes?
William Gallas?
You going for him?
No, he's not. He's French.
Go around Africa.
Name all the African countries.
Yeah, you'll get him. It's between Ghana and Benin, the country that I'm looking
El
for.
Neni is another one.
Yeah, El Nene from Egypt is tenable.
Yeah, I don't know what country you're talking about, to be honest. I've got no concept of geography. I know where Egypt is, and that's basically it. Oh, Alex Song.
There we go. That's a good one.
There we go.
Played for West Ham as well and Barcelona. You're missing a couple of very good Arsenal players.
I feel like we probably had some African wingers as well, but I can't place them.
You can definitely get these three, James.
Oh, you say that, mate, but I'm struggling. My brain's not picking them up. Like, this is the thing. I am a relatively recent football watcher, so anything like 2018 is very muddy water for me. Was Yaya? I'm going to say Yaya Sanogo. I can't remember if he was French or not, but I can't.
He was French when he was at Arsenal, but it's whether he's
He might have changed.
transferred over recently. Yeah, Yaya Sanogo is not tenable, James. No, never played for African.
France. I don't even know what he's doing at the moment. He was an absolute hilarious, like, comedy relief player because he was so bad.
He's playing in the Armenian league.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Colo Toure.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's one of the big ones.
I said Yaya and went, did Yaya Toure play? No, but his brother
No.
did. How much time have I got left? Is this even on a time anymore?
No timer. No, I got rid of that. Can't be bothered.
I think I'm probably going to call it on myself soon because I don't think I'm going to be able to pick up two more. I feel like there must be a strike. We must have had an African striker other than Aubameyang at some point.
It's quite a niche one here, which I quite like. You might have remembered. Like when you use his card now, you might know that he played for Arsenal back in the day.
I'm trying to think of any icons. I actually don't. There are not
I don't
that
think
many
there's
African
any icons in there, no.
No, there's not very many icons anyway that are African.
It's just Kanu, really. Do you want to throw in the towel then, James?
I'm throwing in the towel,
Think
mate.
you're
I can't think of any more.
Scraping the barrel.
What's the country between Ghana and Benin?
The country is Togo.
I've no idea who this is, mate.
You got no idea Togo?
No.
Who's the man from Togo?
Who is it?
Scored against Arsenal for Manchester City. Ran the length of the pitch.
Is Adebayor from Togo?
Yeah, he is from Togo.
I didn't know that. I should have got Adebayor. I should have got him.
Yeah. A few others you could have said. Loran, the right back.
Is he not
Remember him
French?
Back in the day. No, he's actually African. I think he was Cameroonian. Another right back, Aboué from Ivory Coast.
Oh, Emmanuel Aboué. He was an absolute legend.
Yeah, that great era of Arsenal. Iwobi as well. Marouane Chamakh. Frimpong. He's African. And the niche one is
Frimpong?
Benacer from AC Milan. Emmanuel Frimpong.
I thought he was English.
He played for England under 17s, but played one game for Ghana.
For God's sake.
Yeah, you do get 8. Which is not bad.
Considering how bad I was struggling at the beginning of that, I'll take 8. Okay, mate. For you, it's quite an easy one. It's all-time Champions League appearances.
You see, this one could have some funny names in.
Precisely. Some of them are glaringly obvious, but, you know, that's the beauty of a nice list.
We'll start off with Cristiano Ronaldo.
He is number 1. He's got 59 for Man United, 101 for Real Madrid, and 23 for Juventus.
Very nice. Let me go for Ramos.
Sergio Ramos is number 9.
Cool.
142 in total, 121 for Real Madrid, 8 for PSG, and 5 for Sevilla.
Let's get Lionel Messi.
I was going to say, you said the main one, you might as well say the other one, but he's actually number 3 with 163, 149 for Barcelona, and 14 for PSG.
Only 14 for PSG's a bit
Only
mad.
14. I mean, he's only there for 2 seasons.
That's like
wasn't
7. Yeah, 7 per season. Because I was trying to work out who the worst Champions League winner team is. So, like, the team with the least amount of wins to go on to win it.
Gotcha.
And I think it's Liverpool in 2019. Because they won, like, 3 in the group and then lost 3. Qualified and then got to the final, beat Spurs. So,
Yeah, that was one of the worst games of football I've ever watched in my life, that final.
I don't know, mate. I watched Derby against Bradford last night.
Maybe I'm not just not exposed to enough bad
No, you're not.
football.
No. If you think that's bad, trust me, there's a new level. Oh, anyway, back to the Champions League, and we will say, I don't know if there's going to be any like Premier League. I mean, some of those Liverpool, I don't know if they would be though. It's more recent, that is, but like they've been to the final like 3 times in a way.
But then you got to
So
think,
that's
were there
my
any
thinking.
players that would play for all 3 of those Liverpool teams, or if any of them got snatched away? Or
My only thinking is like a Henderson, VVD, or Salah. Let's just go for a few more Real Madrid ones, and we will say Luka Modric.
Luka Modric is not tenable.
See,
He
there you
has
go.
only got 122, I say only, 122 appearances, 8 for Tottenham and 114 for Real Madrid. Just for your knowledge as well, when you said Sergio Ramos, he's number 9, he's on 142.
That's what I mean. You need at least a good decade in the Champions League. I'm going to try Karim Benzema.
Karim Benzema is tenable. He's number 4 on the list, 152 in total, 19 for Lyon and the rest for Real Madrid.
I do think he is a little bit overrated.
What, Benzema?
I think so, yeah.
No, mate. Did you see, like, he got overshadowed by CR7 for a long time. And then as soon as Ronaldo left, do you see the goals this man was smacking in? It was outrageous.
But when you've got Kroos, Modric, and then everything else around him, anyone's going to score, really.
You could have said that about Ronaldo when he played there as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't win a Ballon d'Or by accident. You've got to at least be good.
Yeah, people like putting him in the bracket with Messi and Ronaldo, but he's not.
Oh, no. No, but no one's in the bracket with Messi. Even Ronaldo's not in a bracket with Messi, if we're being honest. Hello, comments.
Yeah. Anyone else in that, like, would he have been... I don't know if he played enough in the end, Mr. Marcelo, but he would have been there for years again. Let's go for Toni Kroos.
Toni Kroos is tenable. He's not number 2. He is number 7. 144 in total, because he obviously got 103 with Real Madrid and then 40 with Bayern Munich before that.
Just think if there's any Bayern Munich related ones. See, Lua went to the final with Dortmund, then he went to the final with Bayern.
There is one more Bayern Munich related one in this list at number 6.
It's whether it's Lua or like Neuer. Let's go Manuel Neuer, represent the goalies.
Manuel Neuer is number 11 with 134. Schalke 22, Munich 112.
I didn't even think he had any for Schalke, to be honest, but yeah, they were actually decent.
That's what that's what put him on the map, I think, was him at Schalke, wasn't it, that season?
Let's try Lewandowski then.
Lewandowski is also not tenable.
Brilliant. There we go. There's my live score.
He's not even on the list like of this. I think it's 2022.
Yeah.
If I was to ask you for a more iconic Bayern Munich player
Philip Lahm.
still playing,
Thomas Muller.
it is Thomas Muller.
He's so underrated.
Yes, I know. I agree.
In my head, Muller's better than Benzema. That's what I'm thinking. I think he brings a team together more than Benzema.
I thought this was going to be easier than it was, but it appears to have stumped you somewhat. Number 2 is a goalkeeper.
Casillas.
It is Casillas, 177, 150 with Real Madrid, 27 with Porto. Number 5 is Xavi for Barcelona. Number 8 is Raul for Real Madrid. Number 10 is actually Ryan Giggs.
I wouldn't have got Giggs, and I wouldn't have got...
I think Giggs and Raul was tough, but Xavi.
Yeah, Raul. Yeah.
One of the difficult things is this list is quite like the top is all pretty close together, or the middle section. Because then 11 is Neuer, 12 is Iniesta, 13 Busquets, 14 PK. Then you got Seedorf, Buffon, Paul Scholes, Zlatan.
Even like Scholes being up there seems a bit weird, but it kind of makes sense. I'd like you to name me, James, players who have had a second spell with their former club. So play those.
Ooh, love that. Does loan count?
They
Go out on loan and come back. I'll try to avoid it for the time being. I'll see how down
so basically,
bad I am.
I want like two different, like a gap. Like he's played Club A, gone to Club B,
and then
played a few games for Club B,
transfer,
and then come.
full transfer.
But loans back do count if that makes sense to that former club. If the new club have bought them and then
loan them immediately back.
Not immediately.
Oh, sorry, they got some. Okay, sure. I'll start spitting some names, and you tell me if you. I mean, number one on the list, Thierry Henry.
So yeah, that's one that's been loaned back to Arsenal, but there's been teams in between. That's what I'm kind of looking for.
Yeah. Was he loaned back to Arsenal?
Yeah, from New York. Great goal against Leeds.
Yes, he said that's one of his favourite goals ever. Let me try and think of some other ones.
I've got a list about 30, James. So
no, I know. There's going to be a lot. I just need to like piece it together in my head.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
There we go. Ronaldo does work.
Came back a hero, left a villain. Sergio Ramos, actually. We were just speaking.
Yeah, there you go.
Returned to his
Sevilla. I like that he's not gone to Saudi and he's come back to Sevilla.
I mean, that man must have so much money. Like, it is mental that Ronaldo's gone, to be honest.
I know he's getting paid.
On a genuine note, I think Ronaldo's probably gone just so he can score more goals. I actually don't think he cares about the money that much. I think he just wants to score more goals.
The Instagram followers from all the Saudis.
Who else has returned to the Pogba?
Paul Pogba.
Back to Juve.
Yeah, technically would work twice. Is tenable.
Speaking of returning people, Mr. Lukaku as well.
Romelu Lukaku is tenable. Back to Chelsea. That went well.
Would Kevin De Bruyne count? Because I think he went back to Chelsea, didn't he? Or did he? Because I think he was at Chelsea, went to Wolfsburg, and came back to Chelsea before going to Man City.
He was loaned to Werder Bremen, sold to Wolfsburg, and then went to say, he's not had a returning club, unfortunately, James.
Has he not come back to Chelsea? Ah, okay.
No, Wolfsburg bought him. Had a good season at Wolfsburg, then City bought him.
Ah, okay.
Do you know who his favourite player when he was a kid? He got interviewed who his favourite player is.
No, it's going to be something real weird, isn't it?
It's not that weird for the time era, like early 2000s Liverpool player.
Ryan Babel.
Even earlier than Ryan Babel. He won a Ballon d'Or, James.
Michael Owen?
Yeah, Michael Owen, he said he loved Michael Owen growing up.
He is class.
What could have been De Bruyne at Liverpool, if only.
If only he was a striker and could smash goals past 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
Alan Shearer?
Alan Shearer. I don't think that works, James.
Does he not? I thought he was at Newcastle, went to Blackburn, and then went back to Newcastle.
No.
Did he start at Blackburn?
He started at Southampton, then went to Blackburn, then finished at Newcastle. So there's your second life gone. One life remaining.
Wayne Rooney.
There we go, Wayne Rooney.
Got
back to Everton.
Is this one life left? If I get it wrong, I'm out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I didn't know if I got this one wrong, I got another stab at it, Just wanted to check. No. I think Van Persie started at Feyenoord and went back. I'm gonna pencil that one in for now. I think Bergkamp did the same thing as well, but I'm not 100%. I'll save those for when I'm getting real desperate.
There's one here with a 20-year gap between the teams.
Really? Jesus, what? Well, how many got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I need to probably at least get one or two more before I start just guessing. Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale is tenable. Obviously, that loan back to Spurs.
Back to Spurs. Any players from Bayern Munich that have went around and come back? Did Perisic play for Bayern Munich before going off and then coming back? Another one I'm not sure about. Mats Hummels, though.
Mats Hummels is tenable. Obviously, 3 year. I think
and then back again.
2 more.
Mario Götze.
Did he go back, though? I think he did, to be honest, back to Dortmund.
I think he went to Munich, went back to Dortmund, and then went out to PSV, and now he's at Frankfurt.
He did indeed. Mario Götze does work.
Oh, that's 9. Am I able to think of one more, or shall I just say what are the guesses I've got? Ooh, I'm going to say Serge Gnabry, because I think he played for us, went off to West Brom, played for them, and then came back to us after.
I don't think he did, actually. I think he went West Brom on loan and then went to Werder Bremen the summer after.
But did he not come back to play for Arsenal after that?
No. So that unfortunately is your last life, James.
Crap. Was RVP tenable?
He was, actually. RVP would have worked.
I had a feeling he started at Feyenoord and went back.
Yeah. There's a couple for Feyenoord. Dirk Kuyt as well. Don't know if you would have got him or not, but there's a couple of Feyenoord ones. The number one was Didier Drogba on this list. Came back to Chelsea for 14-15. I think with Mourinho. There's loads actually on this list. Junior Paulista. Probably you don't know him, but he's Middlesbrough 3 times. David Luiz, PSG, obviously in between the
Fair.
2 Chelsea
Okay.
stints.
Sure.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic is a good one.
Oh, of course, he finished at AC Milan recently. Because he had so many clubs, I just wasn't sure whether he went back to any of them, because they were obviously just like, there's just so many in a row.
The one with the 20-year gap, James, is a goalkeeper. Can you think who it is?
Casillas.
Not Iker Casillas. It's Gianluigi Buffon. It's a lot of good ones if you did say any of those. Well done. But yeah, I think there's probably more, like Goetz's not on this list, for example. And there's probably a lot more out there.
Yeah, there's going to be loads, isn't there?
Tom Huddleston at Derby. There's one off my head. And there we go.
Okay, mate. The second list for you is quite a tricky one because it's narrow. It's very specific because I want the top 10 fastest hat tricks in the Premier League.
Premier League stipulation is interesting. We'll start off with Sadio Mane.
Number 1, best player in the world. 2 minutes and
like-
56 seconds.
And the defence just do anything. Just
They just
take
kick
him
off.
out.
He ran, took the ball, and just scored again.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't know how you physically... Because what you're doing from kickoff there is giving your defenders the ball and then obviously getting taken off them
Yeah.
somehow. I need to rewatch how they did that because it's so avoidable.
Well, I mean,
I bet their
you'd think
manager
so,
is
yeah.
fuming.
You would think so.
Yeah. I think, weirdly... Oh,
Do you know
I'm
who
gonna
he
go
beat?
Robbie. Is it Robbie Fowler?
It is Robbie Fowler. It was quite a long-standing record at that point because I think Sadio Mane beat it, it says here, in May 2015, and that one had stood 4 minutes and 33 seconds since August 1994.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
I don't know why I want to say this guy's name. I think he's got the fastest goal, but not
Okay.
hat-trick. Can I have a clue, James? Is there any Irish people on the list?
Survey says no Irishman.
Good. Because I was going to say Shane Long, and I think
No.
that
No.
is the fastest goal.
Yes,
He
I
scored it
believe
in
you're
like
right.
30 seconds or something. I'm trying to think if there's any like recent ones but haven't broken the record. Maybe like a Haaland or De Bruyne, like City. Probably something.
So
something
I'll tell you
City-related.
the slowest of these hat tricks is 11 minutes.
Yeah, which is quite a bit.
I guess.
Like, that's acceptable to concede a hat-trick in that amount of time.
You'd be one of the worst managers ever.
I'm going to try Sergio Aguero.
He is on the list. Number 6
There we
in
go.
8 minutes. He scored 5 goals inside 20 minutes, and within that, the first 3 was within 8. There's quite a few Englishmen on this list. 6 of the remaining players are English.
Wow. I'm thinking whether Shearer or Rooney, or maybe Kane.
Go older.
Older than Shearer.
Well, not older than Shearer, but older than Rooney.
Older than Rooney, but younger than Shearer.
Yeah.
It's not much of a gap. Is it Michael Owen?
Michael Owen is not tenable, sadly.
That's literally the only person I could think older than Rooney, but younger than Shearer.
No, I think I might have misled you with that. Ignore
Yeah.
that. That might have been a bit misleading.
Trying to like find a gap that's so
bit tricky.
small.
There is
2
Arsenal players on here, although they might not be the ones you would think. There's also 2 Man United players on here as well. And as a clue, this is number 10. He came on in the 72nd minute and then scored 4 goals. This is against Forest as well. It's back in 1999.
Is it Andy Cole?
It's not Andy Cole.
Is he not tenable?
He is not tenable, unfortunately.
That's the only United English.
Yeah, you've got to think more of the most famous substitution of all time, for Man United specifically.
I'm a bit lost.
You've got to know super sub Man United.
Well, in my head it's Ollie, but he's not English.
No, but they don't all have to be English.
Oh, I'm going to say Ollie got a soul shot then.
He is number 10, mate. He scored 4 goals from the 72nd minute onward. His fast hat trick was in 11 minutes.
What's the most recent one?
The most recent one was in 2016. It was scored in 7 minutes and 14 seconds in a game that ended 3-3 between West Ham and Arsenal. This is a man, he is English, I'll tell you that. He definitely benefited a lot from English tax during his transfers.
The only one I could think is Theo Walcott for that.
It's not that club, it's the other club.
Oh, for West Ham.
For West Ham, indeed.
Is it Andy Carroll?
It is Andy Carroll, mate. Yeah, 7 minutes, 40 seconds. He scored 3 goals against Arsenal. I don't know how Andy Carroll managed to get sold for whatever it was, like 50 mil.
Yeah. I mean, is it technically good player? He's just very injury prone.
Is he technically good?
For what the role he needs to play is a target man.
Yeah, scored some very good goals, I'll give him that. But he's no Peter Crouch, let's be honest.
No.
Number 3 is a man who did play with Peter Crouch, actually, in a very famous Big and Little combo.
Is it Jermaine Defoe though?
It is Jermaine Defoe. 7 minutes, Tottenham Hotspur, 9-1 against Wigan in 2009.
10 goals in a game.
Yeah. Absolutely wild. There are 2 more Arsenal players, 1 more Man United player, and I'll give you another clue. Number 4 on the list played for Aston Villa. He did it in a 4-2 win against Man City in 2008.
Darren Bent?
It's not Darren Bent, mate.
No, that's me last life. Go
It's
on.
Gabby Agbonlahor. Outrageous. He talks a lot of smack, but apparently he's also number 4 on the list of fastest Premier League hat-tricks of all time.
Let me know the remaining 3 then.
Number
Who were
7
they?
was Ian Wright. He scored.
I was going to say Righty.
Yeah, he's
Righty
very
or
fast.
Les Ferdinand was my thinking.
Jermaine Pennant is number 8 for Arsenal in a 6-1 win against Southampton. And number 9 was Teddy Sheringham.
I was going to say Teddy as well. I was going to say Teddy for the
Man United,
when I said
Southampton.
Andy Cole. Yeah.
It's a tricky list, admittedly, but I just thought it was an interesting list.
Yeah. Did I get 6 or 7 there?
You got 6, mate.
So I'm on 11. So going to have to make this interesting for the last one. And your category is, James, to name me the outfield 10 for Arsenal's Europa League final in 2019.
Oh, no.
Some of the answers here are actually interesting.
I did not watch this game. Oh, mate, this is going to be a shambles. I'm going to say Koscielny.
Lodon Koscielny is tenable. I'm actually a little bit amazed he was still there at that point.
Well, that's what
be
me
honest.
too, mate. Which is why I had to think so hard about it. Pretty sure, like, Sanya had gone by then, because he went to Man City. Who would be partnering Koscielny in 2019? Gabriel,
Gabriel
the Brazilian, the Paulista.
Gabriel Paulista is not tenable. I think he'd already gone to
Had he gone to
Valencia at that point.
Valencia? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
so there's one of your life gone.
God, this is really tough. Who would be playing alongside Koscielny then? Would it have been Socrates? I'm going to say Lacazette.
Alexander Lacazette is tenable. He was up front.
I think Aubameyang may have been after that. Who would we have been playing at left back then? Kolasinac?
He had Kolasinac is tenable. He is playing left mid.
Left mid?
So basically it's a 3-5-2, James.
Oh, okay.
You got Kolasinac, like left wing back, basically.
Oh, Christ. 3-5-2. I will guess Aubameyang then.
Aubameyang is also tenable.
Okay.
He's
so
up front
so
with...
it was- yeah, I was going to say, I
Laka.
don't think we had any other viable striker that
No.
played a 3-5-2 alongside Lacazette. Socrates is becoming a much more viable answer, but I'll hold off it for now. Honestly, yeah, bloody the state of our team, El Neni could have played back then. Could also have been Torreira, I think, who was around about then. Who would be our right wing back though in that game? Was it Debussy, maybe?
Mathieu Debussy is not tenable, so there's another life gone.
Oh no. 3-5-2. I'm looking for another cam. Mesut Ozil, was he playing then?
Mesut Ozil is tenable. He was the number 10.
Who are we playing behind Mesut? Oh, I'm going to say Luca Torreira.
Lucas Torreira is tenable. He is in the midfield.
I know we had Socrates around about this time. Mustafi.
Mustafi is not tenable. He is on the bench, unfortunately, James.
Oh no!
So is your last life gone? Socrates did start.
I was going to
You should
say,
have said him then.
I had to say Socrates next, because if we're not starting Mustafi, we must have
Yep.
Socrates in the team.
Left-footed Spanish defender, mainly a left back on the other side.
Nacho Monreal.
Yeah, he did actually do quite well at
yeah.
centre back for Arsenal in that last season for them. And then moving into the midfield, we got Granit Xhaka
Oh,
with
of course.
Torreira.
Yeah, I should have known
Yeah,
that one.
right wing back was Maitland-Niles. That's
okay.
probably like the
Fair.
tricky one in the squad, but it makes sense with the
Yeah,
system
he's definitely a right wing back.
that
for
he was
sure.
playing. But yeah, very good indeed. That puts you on to 23.
Okay. This last section is going to be managers/players who have played and managed in the Premier League.
Played and managed in the Premier League.
Obviously, it doesn't have to be for the same club. They could have played for a club and managed a different club.
Interesting. We'll start off with Scott Parker.
Yep. I mean, that's not the one I thought you were going to start with, but that is correct.
We'll go Mikel Arteta.
Another solid one, currently managing Arsenal, played for Arsenal and Everton.
Who else? Premier League. Ooh, would he have been Premier League level? Gotta say him. Sean Dyche. Did he ever play in the Premier League?
Sean Dyche did not make it to the Premier League, unfortunately. That is one of your lives gone. I think he was close to Watford getting promoted, but I think he retired from playing for them shortly before.
Yeah, just about missed it, I think.
There is a manager a manager in the Premier League currently who very recently actually played in the Premier League, like last 10
Vincent
years.
Kompany.
Big Vincent, yeah. Now, obviously, managing Burnley. I don't even know when he retired. It must have been like 5 or 6 years ago. It was not long.
Yeah, like 2018. Well, I think he went Anderlecht for a year
Yeah.
after City. Say Frank Lampard.
Frank Lampard is another tenable answer.
And we'll join him with Steven Gerrard.
Steven Gerrard. Although their stints were not the best, they do fulfill the criteria to be on this list.
Let's say Alan Shearer.
Alan Shearer again. Actually, one of the few names who was player manager.
And we will go Rude Hullet.
Again, good knowledge.
And we'll try another one from Chelsea, Zola.
Zola is
managing the Prem with West Ham, I think.
Yes, you are correct. Zola is also a tenable answer.
2 more.
2 more, mate. It's a long list I got here as well, so you should find them.
Yeah, there is loads. Mark Hughes.
Mark
Do you know?
Hughes.
Did you know, James? He played for Wales and Bayern Munich in exactly the same day.
Really?
Yeah, played in the morning for Wales and then in the evening for Bayern Munich, something like that anyway. You're never going to get that nowadays. The players aren't going to go, I'll go. Well, the fixtures won't be arranged where international game would go on when...
No, they would not. I mean, that's what you've got in international breaks. They already played too many games. Imagine if they played 2 games in one day.
One more. Let's say, give it Giggsy till the end of the season. There we go, finish it off.
Giggsy till the end of the season.
4 games, 2 wins, 1 draw.
Okay. Yeah. I think, was he player manager as well? He must have been, right?
I don't know. Let us know if you played when he was interim, but yeah. Very nice indeed. You do win the episode by 2 points, James, which is not bad. I think that's pretty fair. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's episode. Make sure you do drop a like, check out James's channel, drop him a sub and all that good stuff, and we'll catch you all next time.